Main picture is a male Resplendant Quetzal, top left spotted Wood-Quail, centre left is a male magnificent hummingbird, bottom left is a large-footed finch. This is my vlog, my wildlife watching vlog, about my trip to San Gerardo de Dota, which is in Costa Rica. I'm going to kind of use slightly butchered English pronunciation all the way through, because at least I'm being consistent that way, because I know that I'm going to mess some of it up. And then it kind of, anyway, whatever. We can save discussions about pronunciation in different languages for another video. So I've stayed at Quetzal Valley Cabins, number 3 on this map. I think this was my first walk, might have been my second day when I took the camera out. This is a Sooty Robin. And this is a long-tailed Silky Flycatcher. So the long-tailed Silky Flycatcher is fantastic, one of my favourite birds. Large bird flying back and forth from the trees. And here's smaller birds, Sooty-capped. This is a Sooty-capped Bush-Tanager that we just saw there. This is a large-footed finch. Okay, I've got time to breathe now because I've got a longer clip. I've been struggling to keep up. This bird, I saw a description in the book, couldn't quite believe it, and then I saw it, and truly it does have ginormous feet, which it seems pretty obvious. It seems likely that they evolved because of this feeding habit. It will kind of stand there and then just kick its legs back and immediately try and grab food from the ground it's just cleared. You can see it more effectively here where it's on the leaves, because the leaves keep disappearing and it will clear a space underneath. And I know from experience that when I'm looking for insects or mini beasts or whatever, if I move a log or something, everything scurries out of the way very quickly. So it seems like a very effective feeding strategy. This is a Tufted Flycatcher. And in the background we can hear the river. Oh look, definitely a flycatcher. Haha, because it's doing the standard flycatcher thing of flying off and onto a perch. Although some other bird families do that as well, obviously. And towards the end of this day, obviously it got dark, and I saw this Black Guan, which you can just pick out in the dark. This was pretty much the last thing I saw before I went back to the cabin for the night. So, the next day, oh, I wonder what everyone's looking for. This is a popular ecotourism destination, and you get crowds of, rough estimate, easily 100 people coming in the morning to the hot spot, which is, as you saw it pop out of the map, that's where the hot spot was when I was there, to see the Resplendant Quetzal. Quetzal being the sort of family name for the bird-ish, and Resplendant just because it is so amazing. Oh, I'll be quiet, listen. It's a street-back Treehunter. The next bird has a call as well. Very difficult to hear, but you'll be able to see its throat feathers moving as it calls. So the one after this is a Ruddy-capped Nightingale-Thrush. And closely related is this black-billed nightingale-thrush. So these last 5 birds, incredibly, are still in very quick succession, and just happen to get really good views with my camera. I can go like a day, I can go days without getting any decent video footage, and then suddenly just get loads in like 1 hour. Anyway, so after that early morning start, I then walked down the road, which is quite a quiet road. And it's a great way of going for a walk where there isn't necessarily a terribly easily accessible trail. Oh, check out all the bromeliads in that tree. Okay, this is a Spangle-cheeked tanager. As with almost everything we're seeing in this video, oh, and this is a collared redstart, and what I just said is still going to be true. As with almost everything that we see in this video, it's a specialist bird of the mountains of Costa Rica. pretty much, roughly speaking. There's going to be the odd exception where they maybe can go lower sometimes. This is a sulphur-winged parakeet. This is a rufous-collared sparrow. This is a black-cheeked warbler. Top tip if you're bird watching, these can get very confusing between some of the warblers and tanagers. Kind of try and get used to the head patterns, I find is quite useful. This is an acorn woodpecker. So about to see a video. So you can see I've kind of progressed all the way down the road and I've gone down towards the waterfall walk. And I'm going to start heading back now. This is a male magnificent hummingbird. It's raining. I stopped under a tree and suddenly realised I stood next to a magnificent hummingbird, and possibly that magnificent hummingbird said the same thing. Oh, I stopped under this tree and suddenly realised there was a human. But we kind of left each other alone. I think neither of us wanted to. Well, I obviously didn't want to leave the rain, and the hummingbird might have flown off under normal circumstances, but I think decided to stay there because of the rain. This is a juvenile yellowish flycatcher that we just saw. Can you see the bird? It's a mountain gem type of hummingbird, and this is a female, and it's either a purple-throated or a white-throated mountain gem. Identification is nearly impossible with a female. And as I headed back up the road, the cloud forest, because it is all cloud forest here, but often doesn't look like cloud forest as we see it in the photos because the weather has to be just right. Actually looking slightly cloud foresty. And then I got this great view of spotted wood-quail towards the end of the day. Interesting to compare this to the large-footed finch, I guess. Sort of shows how the large-footed finch strategy can be very effective because it just whips the leaves out of the way so quickly. I just thought I'd include this clip anyway. Chestnut-capped bush-finch. Very distinctive head colours, and check out how dark it can get towards the end of the day. Still seeing birds though. I managed to get a lift one day, sort of hitchhiked up to the top of the mountains, where I was hoping to see, and I did see, a volcano junco, which is a very distinctive sort of high montane species of Costa Rica.